Welcome to Miami. This is a big event city, and folks here are fired up for this one inside Hard Rock Stadium as the Miami Hurricanes try to represent the great tradition of their program. And this is a special date on the college football calendar. Number 1 versus number 2 here late in the season. This, folks, is a potential national championship game preview, as we'll see the number 1 team in the country, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the winners of 10 straight, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Yellow Jackets will kick this deep to get us going. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. First down here for this offense. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Looking to pass. It's Downs. Defense is coming after him. And the ball is picked off. Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring trip. The offense will now take over at the 30.
Chris, that one cost him. He's just trying to get something started here early in the game, trying to take a chance, but it backfires. The defense in great position to come up with that interception.
Quick throw caught on the left side. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Finds his target, and it's complete. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
You know, 3rd down, the key to me is the offensive line, the pass protection, because you know that you're going to throw, and the defense knows that you're going to throw. It's a matter of can you protect.
Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. The 50, inside the 40, the 20, crosses the 10. Touchdown, Hurricanes. And the defense adds 6 for the interception return. And a pick 6, a monster play by this defense here, Kirk.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got him probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Look to throw it here on 2nd down. Grab behind the line, it's Taylor. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
And put a star next to that play. It's like the linebacker knew the ball was going to be going to this receiver, so it's the instincts and then it's the awareness and the athletic ability to be able to bring down a wide receiver for a loss like that.
Caught over the middle. It's Adams. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
You know, a lot of times college quarterbacks, they're more comfortable working to the outside. Here's an example of a quarterback with a full field read, and he hits a big play in the middle.
Throw to the sideline, steps out after a short gain.
The key here to me, Chris, is the receiver runs a precise route, and the timing is impeccable. The quarterback cannot hesitate, because if he does, it can be pick six going the other way.
He finds the running back in the flat. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
How about the discipline of this defense here on second down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's third down.
The pocket breaking down. Down he goes. A sack.
Well, this offense better get it together. First sack of the game, and it's by a defensive back to try to set the tone.
And the Yellow Jackets will have to kick it away. And the offense will punt for the first time this afternoon. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. They'll hand it off. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
To throw, it's Downs. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Breaks loose at the 45. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option, and to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The short completion of the tight end. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the +40.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
Now it's second down here. They'll feed the back again. Great move there. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
Good, tough running here by this Miami Hurricane running back. A nice job up front to be able to pave the way, to be able to come up with a Canes first down. And the way he's playing right now, all those famous alumni that Miami have, got to be watching this game and being very proud.
And the Canes will line up on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He's got it right near the end zone. Receiver steps out just short of the goal line.
You talk about balance as a play caller. I don't know if it gets much better than what this offense is doing. 3 runs, 3 passes, and all 3 passes have been completions. And now it's 1st and goal.
So 2 big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll run the option. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Loss of 5. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Second and goal play. Spot the ball at the 9. Quarterback, pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Back to throw. It's Downs. Oh, and he dropped it. You do not see that very often from this guy. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you gotta have to come up with and make a catch.
Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Chris, 3rd down here, they throw the football, which I have no problem with down inside his 10-yard line. But the big thing is the quarterback has got to do a better job working through his progressions to give himself a chance. The last thing he wants to do is take a sack, and now they're facing 4th down.
And it's good. And they add to their lead. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And he stopped at the 18 when Turner tried to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And the Georgia Tech offense is back out there. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Second down after that run on the previous play. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a 1st down. He hands it to the back. That one moves the ball across the 40.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Good execution. Gets a block and gets the 1st down.
By the receiver. Gain of 24. And that's a 1st down for the offense.
The Yellow Jackets looking to keep this drive rolling. A quick throw out left, complete. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the 1st quarter of play.
Miami 10, Georgia Tech 0.
Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback drops back. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
And the Miami offense is back on the field. They love to produce some points and build this lead, but also work on the clock here. Tackle made after a solid game will spot the ball for 31.
Chris, what just a vision by the running back, showing great patience. The hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking downfield. It's Downs. Pressure is coming. Got him. He's sacked.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Receiver makes the grab.
That's a great feeling when your quarterback can make a throw that keeps the drive alive. Not as good as a touchdown, but it's a lot better than having to trot over to the sideline waiting for your turn to get another chance.
The Hurricanes will have 1st and 10 here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Short connection to the tight end here. The ball is loose. The ball bounces out of bounds, so the offense will hold on to possession. The Hurricanes will hustle to the line here to run the hurry-up. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And the completion made. They get him at the 42, good enough for a first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. Man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Looking to pass. It's Downs. Quick throw to his receiver. And is intercepted. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his 2nd interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
Getting set. Here's second down. Keeping it on the ground here. Tackle, but first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down. And the Yellow Jackets will send the punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. Bringing you back, it's Carr. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. They'll tackle him at the 27.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Dropping back. It's Downs. He's running out of time here. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Love the aggressive mindset from the play caller here on first down. Take a shot downfield. The only thing is, they're all covered. Nobody's open. He gets flushed out of the pocket, decides to run towards the boundary and gets out of bounds, and a good gain and a first down.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. It's the 2-minute warning. We've got a blowout developing here before halftime.
Well, the defense coordinator this week, all week, telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. But he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
That completion sets up a third down play. They'll try to run for the first down. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Trying for a fourth down completion. The QB throws his third pick of the day. Not much on return there, but a great interception to give the offense the football at the 42.
Boy, this defense is doing an outstanding job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage. That's their third interception now in the game.
He's brought down out at the 46. Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Catch made on the out route. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Forced out of bounds, but not before the football's moved inside the 10. It'll be first down and goal. The Yellow Jackets hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
The defense swarms him in the backfield. He had nowhere to run, loses 2 yards.
Well, that's exactly what defensive coordinators love to see. You've got a quarterback that typically is known for his ability to cover, and here he shows some physical toughness by sticking his nose in there, and he comes up with a nice play in support.
They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
Now that is stepping up by this defense and coming up with a great play. Now 3rd and goal, you come up with a sack, backs against the wall, they get this sack, and now forcing them into a possible field goal, and that's a win for the defense.
Field goal try, no good. He missed it. After the miss, they're still down by 10.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at the very least 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
Looks like the offense content to run the clock out here and go to halftime. Talk about the second half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Canes will kick it away to get us going in the second half. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team.
And the Georgia Tech offense will take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Looks to his left and makes the completion.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Cannot escape, and down he goes.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Finds an open target on the left side. Finds room at the 30. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. That's caught. It's O'Brien.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. From the shotgun, drops back. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Most offensive coaches will be happy taking those 50-50 shots against man coverage, but I'm curious to see if they're going to test this DB again after that coverage.
Crucial play, down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on 4th down. And he'll set up to throw. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Look out, he's got some space. At the 20, inside the 10. Touchdown for the U. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6. But they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick six. And they recover from that right now. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looking for his big tight end. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Brought down at the 31-yard line. Second down coming up.
Here's the second down play. To the air, it's Downs. And a sophomore making an impact play.
This is good pressure by the defense, but it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
That sack makes it third down.
Here we go.
Offense looking to throw the ball. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And the punt will go out of bounds, taking the returner out of play. Georgia Tech offense is back out there. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of playing moving forward.
And he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27. A new set of downs after that completion.
That's a first down for the offense.
Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. He'll take a deep shot here. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? Not much. Tackled at the 17, but a big interception for this defense.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his second interception in this game so far. Obviously, reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
And the defense smothers him for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Offense getting set. Second down play here.
29 Philly.
Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. He's found some room at the 45. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot. I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
First down, looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket. Looking to scramble now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
The Canes line up on 1st and 10 now. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff.
Running back to the football carry. He's brought down at the 18-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
And the Canes are in the red zone. There's the handoff. He shreds the tackle. Tackle made after just a short gain.
Brings up 3rd down.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down.
3:25.
It's an option look. Pitches to the back. He'll be stopped for a loss on the play. The defense all over the option that time. So the coach will decide to settle for 3 points here. Out comes the field goal unit. He was on target with his first try. See if he can keep it going from 34 yards away. And the field goal is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
The snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Set for the kickoff here after adding to this big lead. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Caught behind the line. It's Taylor.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Handoff here from the shotgun. And that is a 1st down gain. Moves the ball to the 40.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Receiver makes the catch. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball at the 44.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And the pass falls incomplete. They tried to squeeze in a deep shot with time running down in the 3rd quarter. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Caught quickly. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have 1st and goal right there.
But they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. The red zone has been a real struggle so far for this offense. Now it's second and goal. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Chris, I just don't know about short gains like this, especially keeping the ball on the ground. The clock keeps moving. They need points on that scoreboard in a hurry. Got to throw the football. You cannot afford to allow this clock to keep ticking.
Snags the quick throw. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches the football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Georgia Tech, 7.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They kicked a field goal in the last drive. They're looking for the end zone this time. They begin with a quick throw to the left. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Crucial third down play right here. Dropping back. It's Downs. Oh, and it's picked off. A crushing mistake. Tackle made on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 37 now.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's second and 3.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
Looking to pass here on second down. And he cannot escape the defense with a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Complete to the running back. Can he get first down yardage?
Man, Chris, when you're down by a couple of scores late in a game like this, you need to find matchups where you can get the ball thrown downfield. Here it's a completion, but it doesn't get them very much. Now they've got a fourth down play coming up.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. Oh, and it's incomplete, and the drive ends right there.
Well, down late in this football game by more than a possession, they obviously had to go for this, but they just couldn't come up with the execution.
Back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. He'll hand it off. It's a big gain across midfield all the way to the 39-yard line.
That's going to be a first down, and really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. First down play call. How aggressive will it be?
Green 25.
They'll work the clock here with the running game. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
Yeah, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Second down after that previous play. Back to pass. It's Downs. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down.
Here we go.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Bringing pressure. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
You know, a lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it and they get the sack.
Met kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And they add to their lead.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackle at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. The last possession, they were stopped on a fourth down try. Can they get something going here? And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away. Second down play coming up. Some pre-snap movement, back in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's past the 25. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Makes a quick grab. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job with it on this play.
And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable, that offensive line, and they come through for you.
We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. And the Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field. First down. We're going to throw the football. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of...
And he'll loft it to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
Oh, Chris, the offense could not afford to throw that interception down by a couple of scores. Every series matters. Every opportunity in possession. You need points on the board, and to throw a pick, you just wonder how many chances more they'll get.
Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. They stop him right at the 24.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
On the double.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium.
Come on, set.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And the Salk were able to bring him down quickly.
Third down coming up.
So a very makeable 3rd down for this offense from the 26-yard line.
Easy.
A handoff from the shotgun. Good enough for 1st down yardage.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the 1st down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Well, this head coach told us we prepared well. We're ready. I'd be shocked if we didn't go out and play well. And he had a good read on his team. That's a big win.
This team was incredibly well prepared, and schematically, I liked a lot of the things that they did to counter how the defense was attacking them. Sometimes games can be won and lost thanks to a good game plan, and we saw how it made a big difference today.
And that is going to wrap.